Feeding Our Kids is an organization that provides food to 1,200 kids each week. Volunteers pack bags that are delivered to schools and then discreetly handed out to children who need them. Joining me today to tell you more about the organization and share an easy-to-make, kid-friendly appetizer are Allison and Michaela. Welcome to ciLiving.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for inviting us here.
So tell me what Feeding Our Kids is.
So Feeding Our Kids is a nonprofit organization founded in 2013 that provides weekend food to kids who are food insecure. And so we operate in Champaign County, and as you said earlier, we serve 1,200 kids each week in 44 schools across the county.
That's incredible, and that's a bigger number than I would have thought would potentially be in need. And Michaela, you're a nutritionist, so how do you decide what goes in those bags?
Well, we try to balance new foods to get kids to experiment and try new healthy things, but also pairing that with very familiar foods so they feel comfortable knowing they're going to get their bellies filled and they still have interesting things to try. And we try to group things together that go well together so that they might be more inclined to go into the kitchen and cook things for themselves. Or very simple like packets that they can make in the microwave, or just mix and heat and eat kind of things to encourage them to cook as well as eat the food.
This is something easy that then they can cook and feel empowered to make something for themselves. I love that. And what about children with allergies? Are you able to accommodate that?
We do. We accommodate about 75 allergies every week, so we have quite a process of making the allergy bags as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we can accommodate, right now we're accommodating any allergy that they report to us.
That's great. All right, so I see that you've brought some food here, and we are going to make a kid-friendly snack. So what are we making today?
Well, I'll start just a little bit with what we're making, and then Michaela's going to talk about a couple things while we put it together.
Perfect.
But we're making cucumber slices that sort of have themes that kids can also easily make at home. So no cook, no bake, make it for your friends, your family, and things like that. So we're going to start with the Mediterranean one.
Yeah, so we know that when we get kids involved in the kitchen cooking it, they're more likely to eat it. So this is a way we're going to start with our vegetable base so that we can encourage those vegetables. But we have a wide variety of toppings that you can put on it. So Mediterranean one, we got some hummus. You could put some grape tomatoes or Kalamata olives. We have feta cheese. And then I also like to have a lot of different herbs or spices to sprinkle on. My niece calls them decorations, but they're a good way to get kids introduced to having green food on their food. Sometimes for the first time, right? You know, if you have one of those kids, it's like, I won't eat anything if there's something green in it. Well, you give them something you know that they'll like, and then sprinkle something very non-offensive on it, like a little dried parsley. And they have to decide, am I going to eat this garlic bread if it has dried parsley? And then they can start to learn, you know, it's not so scary to have some green things on your food.
And I feel like if one kid will eat it, then the other kids will eat it, because I know my niece used to pick and eat green onions out of the garden because her little friend did it. So she saw him do it, so she was like, oh, let me try this, and then thought it was cool to pick and eat. So I think it's all about how you present it to them. And I think with these smiley face, cucumbers, how could you go wrong?
Yeah, anything that inspires their curiosity is going to get them more likely to try it. So here, you know, we paired up some flavors that we think go well together, like salmon and cream cheese and dill, or ranch and chives and bacon. But, you know, letting kids make whatever weird concoctions they feel like. Sometimes I give my kids a sauce to eat with their food, you know, barbecue sauce with their chicken and a yogurt dip with their fruit, and then they'll dip the fruit in the barbecue sauce and the, you know, and they love it because it was their choice, right?
Right, exactly.
So let them go, have fun with it, mixing the toppings however they want, making them into funny faces if they want, and they'll be more likely to try them.
And I like the idea too of kind of a dip. You can put it on and assemble them, but if somebody is not feeling like the whole craft or the whole process, or they don't want to cook for themselves, I like the idea of also having the ones available that you can just have a little dip buffet or try the different sauces or things like that. I feel like this is a very versatile way to do this.
That is very true. Adults like to mix a lot of their foods, but kids not always. So having the options all separate for them to try things individually might make them feel more comfortable trying new things.
And I like the idea here with these little faces, because ultimately that to me just makes it so cute. And how could you not eat something like that?
Right? Exactly.
We love also All of us have kids. Like there's 3 of us on staff, and we all have kids of different ages. And one of the things that we always do, even with the foods that come into Feeding Our Kids that we send out to the 1,200 kids, is if there's a new food, we always make our kids try it.
Okay.
And we always have, younger kids, older kids, and we're like, hey, what would you eat this? What do you think about this? So the food that is going out to the kids is something that our own kids would eat, and therefore, we want to make sure we have the same courtesy to all the kids that we serve in the county.
And I like the idea of that too. You kind of have your own mini focus group. So if all of the kids are like, please no, then you can pull it, snack on that while you're packing bags, and then give them something that they will eat and will want.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for showing us this delicious, easy recipe to try at home. And thank you for all the information and all the great work you're doing.
Well, thank you. And if you're interested in learning more about Feeding Our Kids, you can go to our website at feedingourkids.org to get involved.
Wonderful. And if you want more info, you can go to ciLiving.tv after the show, and we would be happy to connect you.